weight gain. So the best exercise for weight gain for somebody who's achieving, like looking forward for weight gain as well as muscle gain, resistance training is the only way. Resistance training or weight lifting or weight training, okay, it is known by both the names. It is one and the same thing. So resistance training is the use of resistance, your body resistance, okay, to build the strength of your muscles. Okay, and what do you do in resistance training? Whatever, like if you're picking up a dumbbell or bench press or something like that, you have to do the same thing repeatedly. Okay, so repeatedly and consistently when you do it, your muscles automatically it will become larger and it will become stronger. Okay, when it becomes larger, you will look bulkier. Okay, weight along with the weight gain. So that's what resistance training means. Okay, it's the same thing for weight training as well. Weight training and resistance training are known as the same thing. Okay, but which type of, even under resistance training there are two different types. One is compound and isolate. So before that, we just go through the benefits of resistance training. Your mental health will be improved, you will be hyper alert. Okay, you will be active or alert, and you, as well as your focus will become stronger. Okay, because when you're doing a repeated motion, you have to bring back your body, contract, relax, bring back your body to the previous position. Okay, it exercises your focus levels. Okay, so you will have an improved mental health, improved heart health. Any form of physical activity will always have an improvement on heart health. Reduced waist size. Okay, waist size will be reduced, but it doesn't mean the weight will be reduced. Okay, your shoulders, your upper arms, the torso gets bulkier, but the waist, okay, where the hip and the where the torso ends and the hip begins, okay, that area becomes leaner. Okay, the hip and the spine bone density, it is increased. Because if you know what weight training is, your hip as well as your back, okay, along with your thighs also, okay, it has to endure a lot of strength. Okay, so with the increase in this endurance, okay, naturally there is a development, a hyperactive development in your bone tissues. Okay, if when your bone tissues are hyperactive, when they are building, okay, on a very high frequency, naturally your bone density increases. Okay, improved arthritic pain management for the future. Those who have done resistance training in the past, there will be a delay of formation of arthritis, or it may never happen for them as well. Okay, so these are all the benefits of resistance training. So compound exercise and isolation exercise. These are the two types of, mainly two types of resistance training which we have. Can anyone say, just by looking at the image, can anyone say what is what could be the difference between compound and isolation exercise? From the name also you can understand. Anyone in the chat box, what is the difference between compound exercise and isolation? Yes, compound exercise, it will help training whole lot of your muscle cells. Okay, not just a specific area. Isolation, you are just focusing on a specific muscle development. Okay, in compound, it's most of the body is being utilized into the compound exercise. Okay, many muscles are involved in compound exercise. In isolation, you are just focusing on a particular area of your body, like just doing a dumbbell curl and all. You are just focusing on your biceps, etc. But if you are taking a deadlifting or weightlifting, a whole lot of your body strength is required. Okay, the entire body is actively involved in that particular exercise. Okay, so like when you think about it, you may feel attracted to compound exercise, you will just want to keep on doing it, but you have to give your body breaks in between. Okay, you have to alternate between compound as well as isolation. Okay, few days of compound exercise, and then you have to do isolation exercise, just to give the shock to your system. Okay, just to give the shock to your system for a change. Otherwise your muscles may worn out soon. Okay. So what are the factors that may affect weight gain? Okay, if two individuals, let's say if, two adult men who are at the present weight of, let's say, 60 kg. Okay, two of them at the weight of 60 kg. They have joined a gym, or they have started their resistance training diet, etc. Do you think both of them will achieve their target approximately at the same time? Both random individuals, okay, not from the same family, completely different. Will they achieve their target weight? Even if the target weight is same, will they achieve it together, or there may be some delays or differences? Yeah, differences will be there because the way how you gain weight, the way how you gain weight is completely dependent on your subjective body formation. Okay, first and the foremost thing is it is genetics. Okay, some people are born into an ectomorph kind of family, okay, where all the members, they do not put weight easier. Okay, for example, most of the Indian population who comes from the mountain areas, okay, they most of the ectomorphs you will found in the hilly mountain areas. Okay, whereas when you come to around the plains and the coastal areas, there the population is more of kind of an endomorph. Okay, we'll see what is ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph later. I'll show you the image, you'll understand. Okay, so your genetics rules a lot of how easy is it for you to gain weight, and how easy is it for you to lose weight as well. Okay, so your genetics will define that. Next is your fast twitch fibers and soft twitch fibers. Okay, so these are the different types of muscle fibers in your body. Can you change the amount of fast twist fibers or soft twist fibers? Can you change that? What do you think? The type of muscle fibers which you naturally have at present with exercise or resistance training, can you ever change it? Yeah, these are the basic human anatomies. Okay, you cannot change the fast twitch fibers into slow twitch, or slow twitch into fast twitch. You can't do that. Okay, so fast twitch fibers are the ones which is usually used for this short term energy giving exercises, or short term sports like sprinting, running, swimming, and all. Okay, you require fast twitch fibers because they give a rapid shot of energy to the user. Whereas slow twitch muscle fibers, okay, they take time. Okay, they take time for breakdown of glucose into energy, and it is usually beneficial for people who are into cycling. Okay, cyclists, marathons, etc. Okay, for them soft twitch fibers are necessary. You can't change the number of soft twitch and fast twitch fibers which you naturally have. It cannot be converted. Okay, so fast twitch fibers, people who have fast twitch fibers naturally, okay, for them, the resistance training exercises will show results very quickly as compared to people who naturally have slow twitch fibers. Okay, so you can't the main way how you can enhance is keep on going doing your gym activities. Okay, keep on doing your resistance, keep on following a protein rich diet. Okay, casein and leucine rich diet. That's the only thing which you can do as of now. Okay, make sure that your muscle have enough time to grow before you hit the gym the next day. Okay, so your protein content and everything in your diet should be adequate. Do not do not deprive yourself of protein after your workout. That's the best way possible to make sure that whatever fast twitch fibers you have naturally, you can make use of it to the best way possible. Okay, that's the only way. Okay, so people who naturally are gifted with a lot of fast twitch fibers, they benefit very quickly as compared to people who have a lot of soft twitch fibers. Okay, that also the ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. I'll show you the image. That's when you will understand. Male hormones. Okay, that is a reason why the degree of muscle gain, what a male man can achieve or a male can achieve, okay, without any steroids, okay, degree of muscle mass and muscle bulkiness what a male can achieve, it's not the same for the woman. Okay, male hormones like testosterone and androgen are the main pivotal factors here. Women who naturally have quite less of it, they have to use steroids and all just to mimic the same amount of muscle mass what a man has. Okay, so naturally men are gifted more into quickly getting into strength training and bulking themselves up. Okay, so this is the difference between ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. So ectomorphs are people who have a very narrow build. Okay, doesn't mean that they are always tall. It's not like that. You may have seen some friends. Okay, you may have families or friends. When you see that single photo, when nobody's around, okay, they are the only one present in that photo. They seem quite tall. Okay, they look okay. He or she is more than average Indian height. But when you see them in person or when you see their photos with somebody else, they look so petite and small in as compared to others. Okay, that's an ectomorph body type. Okay, does not necessarily mean that they are lean and narrow. Does not mean that they have a pretty good height. Even with a small short stature, okay, they still look tall and narrow in their own body frame. That is ectomorph. Okay, mesomorph, the best example is all the supermodels like 90s supermodels and all. Okay, they have quite broad shoulders, but the rest of their body, it is into a V shape. Okay, it narrows down, it tapers down. Rest of their body tapers down, but if you just erase their all body features and just keep the outline of your body, shoulders are the most widest part of their body for men and even for women. Okay, shoulders are the most wider part, and they don't look bulky, they don't look fat. Okay, but they look even with very less exercise or even with no physical activity, they look very well toned. Okay, their skin, the way how their skin sits on their bones, okay, it is not flabby. Okay, it's not flabby. Okay, the even if they're not doing any physical exercise, their skin is toned, it is well toned, it is at place, it is not hanging down loose or something like that. That is mesomorph. Okay, they naturally have that athletic vibe to them. That is mesomorph. Next, coming to endomorph, they can be underweight. Okay, they can be in a healthy weight, but still they look very chubby. Okay, they're the way how their skin sits on their bones. Okay, it is very flabby. Okay, you when you try to hold them, you hold their hands or you try to hold their upper arms, pinch it. Okay, a lot of skin flab comes into your grip. Okay, that is endomorph. They can easily put on fat, weight. Along with that, they can retain a lot of water weight as well. Okay, so that is endomorph. So it is typically very difficult for ectomorph to gain muscle mass. It is very typically very difficult. Okay, endomorph can gain muscle mass. Okay, they have to make sure that their food is protein rich but fat restrictive. Okay, for mesomorph it is very easy for muscle gain. Okay, their body supports it. For mesomorph, their body completely supports for rapid muscle gain. Okay, so next, how much food or nutritional requirement you may require on a daily basis to gain weight. Again, here you can, if somebody is underweight, we can use our Mifflin and Gior, Saint Gior formula, which we have discussed many times. Okay, again, when the chapter will come up, we will discuss it again. Okay, So you can use that formula as well. Just add 500 kilocalories at the end. Okay. While for weight loss and all, we used to subtract 500 kilocalories and all. But if for weight gain, you can add 500 kilocalories. Okay. So that can also be used. And then another one formula is there in this, in sports nutrition. It's in chapter 16. When we'll go to chapter 16, we'll discuss that in detail. So there are some 4 to 5 steps to calculating what is your maintenance calorie. Okay, whatever is an individual's maintenance calorie. Maintenance calorie is, if they follow a maintenance calorie on a daily basis, they will neither put on weight, they will neither lose weight. Okay, they will be in their ideal body figure and ideal calorie requirement for a pretty long time. That is your maintenance calorie. So if you're somebody who is aiming to get bulkier, aiming towards weight gain, so whatever your maintenance calorie is, you have to uh, multiply that by 1.2. Okay, so that's your weight gain calorie. Okay, so what is the maintenance calorie and all, we will discuss that in chapter 16. Usually a maintenance calorie is kept in mind so that the individual neither loses weight neither gains weight. Okay, they stay in their ideal healthy weight for a pretty long time. That's what the use of maintenance calorie is. Okay, and with that, it can all provide you all your energy, protein, fat, and all the other micronutrient requirement. Okay, that is maintenance calorie. So that is the amount of calorie you may require. Carbohydrates, an average of 7 gram. Okay, 7 gram per kg body weight. If your resistant training is the duration increases. Okay, if you're a beginner, you have to maintain something below 7 gram per kg body weight if you're a beginner. Okay, but once you are an advanced level trainer, okay, at that time you have to increase your carbohydrate intake more than 7 gram. Okay, so but keep an average of 7 gram. That is ideal. 7 gram of carbohydrates per kg body weight. That's an ideal situation. Protein, 1.2 to 2 gram depending on the endurance level. Okay, again, if you're a beginner, 1.2 gram is enough. Okay, but you are an advanced level, you are a bodybuilder. Okay, you participate in this bodybuilding competitions and all. For those people, 2 gram per kg body weight is adequate. Okay, so fat, the entire calories whatever you have in this first step, when we found out our calorie requirement for weight gain. So whatever calorie you get here, okay, 20 to 30% of it. For females, keep it to 20%. For males, you can go up to 30%. Okay, so 20 to 30% of your calories should be given by fat, and this fat should be the sources, like the sources of unsaturated fatty acids should be used here in form of fats for healthy weight gain. Then coming to nutrient timing for beginners as well as for advanced level builders. So what is the difference to, what do you see here? What is the difference here in both these images? Can anyone say in the chat box? What is the main difference here? Very simple, just by comparing both the images for beginners and advanced, you will understand. It's see I knew that people may say the same thing, that protein requirement is more. No, the protein requirement is completely dependent on your weight. At the beginner level, let's say at the beginner level, your protein requirement is 1.2. Okay, at advanced level, your protein requirement is 2 gram per kg body weight. So how can you say that protein requirement is more? Figuratively, okay, like technically saying, you are just doubling your protein intake. Okay, so protein requirement changes completely based on your protein requirement will never come down. Okay, for beginners it is more, and for advanced level players it is less. No, that's not the comparison. The amount of protein that you consume, okay, remember in the x-axis, if you see, time is given 24 hours, 24 hours. Okay, how frequently you have to eat protein? Okay, how is the frequency? Can anyone say in the chat box? The amount of protein, don't go by the amount of protein, just see how you have to time your protein requirement. Now can you find the difference, anyone? Go by the 24 hours that they have given. The timing protein consumption timing is more in beginners. Okay, in advanced level players, whatever protein they are having, it should be around before and post workout. Okay, before the workout and post workout, that is where they have to concentrate their protein load. Okay, but for beginners, they can disperse their protein load throughout the 24 hours. Okay, because when you are a beginner, okay, a lot of your muscles are getting teared down first. Okay, it will get worn out first, and then it will develop. Okay, so when you are resting, when your workout session is done, you go home. When you rest, in that resting phase, a lot of muscles are undergoing rebuilding. Okay, so at that point you will require protein. When you are an advanced level player or bodybuilder, okay, most of your muscles are mature, are larger, are stronger as compared to when you begin. Okay, so you don't have to focus on more growth of muscles, you have to focus on the maintenance of existing muscles. Okay, that is the reason why the protein consumption is concentrated just before pre-workout diet, in pre-workout diet and post-workout diet for advanced level bodybuilders. For beginners, you have to disperse your protein requirement for protein consumption, okay, throughout the day, because your muscles have been broken down. To repair it, to recharge it throughout the entire day, even when you're resting, you require protein in your diet. Okay, that is the difference. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all? And just read that page number 207 and 208. You will understand it much better. Okay, they have given some numbers and all, that is very subjective, but the concept, the principle here is this: for beginners, disperse the protein consumption. For advanced level builders, concentrate the protein consumption near the workout. That's it. So coming to the food sources, nowadays you also have vegan alternatives, vegan and vegetarian alternatives. You can go by whatever is your food choice. Okay, but the highest and the most essential amino acids you will naturally derive it from non-vegetarian foods. Okay, salmon or any for salmons are not that common in India, but whatever is a commonly found fish. Okay, fish, meaty fish. Okay, that is quite good. Chicken breast, uh, steak, tuna steak and all. Steak, in some regions it may be banned in India. Okay, yogurt, cottage cheese, your paneer. Okay, mozzarella. Also, Parmesan cheese is also a very good source of protein as well as calcium. Eggs, having do not have overboiled egg or fried egg. Okay, underboiled egg or semi-boiled egg, that is the ideal source of protein. Kidney beans, green peas, lentils, and chickpeas for vegetarians. You can also nowadays you also have plant-based protein powder. Okay, whey protein powder. So about the food, which type of protein is best? And any protein that has highest amount of casein as well as leucine. Okay, for example, all your dairy products are a good source of leucine protein. Okay, and casein is also found in some of your legumes as well. So that is also a good source. Now, supplements, creatine is the most commonly used supplement for weight gain or muscle gain. So, how it works? A creatine is supposed to draw water from your blood, and nearby extracellular water fluid is taken up and it is injected into the muscle cells. Okay, so when a muscle cell gets a lot of water, naturally it will swell up. Okay, naturally your muscles will swell up, and even if you have just recently begun your training, because of creatine consumption, you will look bulkier. Okay, your muscles will look bigger and bulkier because it is able to hold a lot of water. Okay, so that enhanced muscle, bulky muscle appearance. Okay, to for that particular reason you can use creatine. Okay, but do not over consume it, otherwise it will give you water toxicity. And it can in a long term, creatine can have a negative effect on your kidney health as well, so be careful about that. So that's how you use creatine. Creatine is the most commonly used supplement for weight gain in gym goers and all. And otherwise you have protein powders like whey protein powder, and nowadays whey protein powders and other form of plant-based protein powders, they're also coming fortified with other micro vitamins and minerals. So you can check whatever brand you are comfortable with, that you can use. Then some weight gain tips: the frequency of your meals should be more. Okay, especially when you are a beginner, the frequency of meals should be more. Do not go uh, do not go fasting for more than 3 hours. Okay, every 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, you have to eat something. Okay, healthy snacking has to be done, because the things which you eat in within every 2 hours or 3 hours, okay, these are calorie boosters as well, like nuts, a handful of nuts and seeds. Okay, uh, a bread and jam, something like that. These are all calorie boosters. Bread and peanut butter. Okay, just 2 slices of bread and peanut butter. Like that snacking you should have. So your calories is also increasing. Along with that, it is nutrient dense. So whatever food you have, whatever large portions of food you have, make sure it's not just empty calories. It is nutritiously high calorie diet. Obviously, the calorie levels are quite high, but it is giving you its added benefits as well. Okay, it is not empty calories like your uh, soft drinks, cold drinks, or sugar. Okay, sugar and all, they're empty calories. They will just give you calorie. They will not give you anything else. No other nutritionally benefit vitamins or minerals are present in these things. Okay, so don't have empty calories. Have something that is nutritionally dense. Along with that, it is calorie rich. Okay, have large portions, but avoid overeating. Okay, if you are you will know the difference. Okay, you will know the difference. The kind of food you were, it is very subjective, please keep that in mind. The kind of food you were having, the portion of food you are having earlier, okay, usually it will be the double now when you are in a weight gain journey. But even after having that double the amount of food what you used to have, you do not feel overfilled. Okay, you do not feel lethargic after the meal. That's the that's the uh, that's the correct spot when you have to identify, okay, if I go more than this, that will be overeating. If I stay at this pace, that is large portions but still adequate amount of nutrition. Okay, so it is very subjective. It is, we can't give you portion size here. It is something that is very subjective. The individual themselves has to analyze it. Okay, milk based drinks, if you are somebody who can't tolerate lot of solid food, who can't just keep on eating and keep their digestive system active every 2 hours, if you're somebody like that, then you can definitely go for milk based drinks, any milkshakes, smoothies. Okay, you add milk instead of water in that. And when you are using milk, use whole milk instead of skim toned. Okay, try to drizzle more of olive oil or rapeseed oil, etc., on your food, on your salads, etc. Okay, and also you can add calorie boosters. If you are having some smoothie, You just add a bunch of pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds into the smoothie, and not don't blend it, just after blending your smoothie, had a handful of some seeds. Okay, it can be chia seeds as well. Okay, these all are calorie boosters. Okay, it will give you the crunchy effect to your smoothies as well. It will add to your calories without increasing your portion size. These are tips you can follow for weight gain. Any doubts, please mention in the chat box.